a list of the $1 million cities in the U.S., and we're going to bring that to you. You want to go 1 to, what do we got, 25, or you want to go 25 to 1?
You know, we always go from
bottom to top. All right.
Start from the top.
Starting from the top. Well, we already kind of dropped that goose egg, right?
Exactly.
So California comes in at number 1 with $210 million cities in February 2024, up from 198 in February 2023. At number 2, New York, 66 in February 2024, up from 54 in February 23. New Jersey with 49, up from 35. I didn't think there was that, like, New Jersey's not a big state. How many cities are in New Jersey?
I did not think it was that much.
All right, we got 49, or is just every city in Jersey worth $1 million?
I don't think so, but
Somebody
I guess.
Google search how many cities are in Jersey, because Jersey's like, what, half the size of Connecticut, and we've got 169 towns.
Yeah.
I bet you this is over 50%. I'll bet you guys all have coffee after the show.
Pretty big.
How about we make that pizza and get a deal?
Slice of pizza. All right, slice of pizza after the show. If this isn't at least 50% of the cities in Jersey.
52.
There's what?
So it's almost all of them.
It's almost all.
52.
Yeah.
There's 52 cities in Jersey, and 49 of them are worth. The houses are worth $1 million on average.
Wow.
So wait, now what are you guys getting me? You guys are buying me pizza now. That was the deal. I was like way above average.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that.
You're the one who threw the pizza out. Coming in number 4, Florida with 32, which is down from 34 as of February last year. And the reason they're looking at February of last year is because it takes a little while to compile this much data. And so, we're only at April 6th here. We haven't had enough time to throw March in here. So, that's why they like to do it. We're also coming up, we just ended the first quarter. So now they're going to not look at March. They're going to look at the first quarter. So we'll have different reports for that. So that's why we're looking at February 2023 stats.
Okay.
Massachusetts at number 5 with 31, up from 27. Colorado with 21, unchanged from February 2023. That's interesting to me because Colorado's got a booming real estate market to see. So to see them flat, I'd be curious to see like what their months of supply and their median sales price is. Washington at 18, up from 16. Hawaii 17, up from 16. Oh, they must be counting all the islands there. I was like trying to how many cities are in Hawaii?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Texas 14, down from 15. Oh, so Texas only lost 1. Maryland 10, up from 8. Virginia 7, up from 5. South Carolina 6, unchanged. Again, interesting to me.
I agree.
South Carolina's become the new Florida.
Exactly.
Where all the snowbirds want to go. The cost of living.
Yeah.
So my I have some family down there. It's the real estate market is insane in South Carolina. I mean, things are so much more affordable. What you can get for $500,000 in Connecticut is costing you like $3.25 in South Carolina.
Right.
And property taxes for that $500,000 house in Connecticut are gonna be like $8,000. They're like $3,000 in South Carolina.
It's crazy.
So I am shocked to see that they didn't see an uptick. But I'll make a bet in 2025 that they see an uptick in 2024.
I will agree with you on
Okay.
that. I know a lot of people from Florida going there and a lot of people from Connecticut going there.
Yeah. Coming in at number 13, my lucky number, the great state of Connecticut with 6, up from 5. But is it 6? And that's a question we're going to answer for you guys once we get through this list. Because, like I said, they use the term typical sales price,
Which is not clear.
which isn't clearly defined. And so we went and we did average sales price, right? Because we don't want a median because we know that's right in the middle. But if we look at the average, that'll give us a much better picture.
Okay.
Coming in at number 14, Minnesota and Utah at 6, up from 4. Illinois at 15, 6, up from 3. Missouri 16, 5, unchanged. Number 17, Nevada, North Carolina, and Wyoming with 4, unchanged.
And I'm North Carolina, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, that's another booming state.
Yeah.
Montana with 4, up from 3. Arizona with 4, up from 2. Number 20, Idaho and Tennessee. I gotta figure out why they have multiple states with some of these. The Idaho is in Tennessee at number 20 with 3. New Hampshire, number 21 with 3, up from 2. 22, Ohio, flat with 2. 23, Pennsylvania with 2, up from 0. Oh, there you go, Pennsylvania. Way to get on the board.
There you go.
Delaware with 1, down from 2. And at number 25, we've got Georgia, Kansas, Maine, Michigan, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin, all with 1, unchanged.
Wow.
So I think when they put multiples there, it's because they didn't have a change. They just kind of stayed where they are, and then everyone else moved up 1, right? Like up from 2, up from 3,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
But so we decided to dive into this, right? Because I mean, if Connecticut has $6 million cities, up from 5, like where are they? Oh, where are they? And there was definitely the obvious Fairfield County, right?
Where are thou?
Where are thou? But a couple of them were a little bit of a surprise to me, and the number actually of where they are was even more surprising to me. So, well, Washington. Did we ever figure out where Washington, Connecticut is?
I have no idea.
All right, so
I've
we're gonna
heard of it, but I've
we're gonna
never-
come back. We'll go with Roxbury. Roxbury, Connecticut. Actually, you know what? I'm even gonna change that again. We're gonna go from low to high. Coming in with the lowest $1 million city in Connecticut, and I say low, like low $1 million city, like it's a bad thing, like they're still over $1 million. Ridgefield with $1,010,000 average sales price across all property types. Coming in at number 2 or second, Washington, Connecticut, which we are still trying to find.
So it's near New Milford, right outside of Watertown, Waterbury. Pretty much right there.
Okay, right in that like
Above
Torrington,
Newtown.
Yep, Newtown
Yeah.
area. Okay. Washington, Connecticut, with an average sales price of $1,111,000.
Wow.
We've got Ridgefield just over $1 million with $1,010,000. Washington with $1,111,000. Then we jump to Roxbury with $1,195,000 average sales price of a home. And then we go up to Weston with $1.26 million. That Weston was a sleeper town to me. I wasn't that familiar with it, and I actually met a client back in 2020 who, crazy story. I mean, it sounds crazy now, but in 2020 it was the norm. He was outside mowing his lawn. Guy rolls up with New York plates and says, "How much?"
Yeah, I actually did a showing in Weston. So, no, it's curious because when I think about $1 million towns in Connecticut, I'm thinking the coast or I'm going down to the Gold Coast, right?
Right.
You got New Canaan, Greenwich, all Fairfield area, all that whole strip right there. So, and Weston's right there too, but
Yeah,
I didn't
but
think
it kind of
these-
sits on top of all those towns, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
a lot of towns by New York too. They're
Yep.
really rich areas, but
yeah, so New Yorker pulls up, says how much. They worked out a deal. He did an off-market deal, and then he was like, "Okay, I want to go buy a beach house. I'm tired of living." Like he had like
Really?
5 acres. It was like a 5,000 square foot house in Weston, out in the middle of the woods.
wow.
He's like, "Sold my house for a lot of money. I want to go buy a beach house," and like that's what he ended up doing. Yeah, he got
how
one
they
down
do
in
it.
Milford. Yeah.
Wow.
But so it was just like a wild story. Like you hear about all those, but then like to be working with somebody who had it happen to him, he was like,
Pull up how much?
"How much? That was it."
I need that guy to drive through my neighborhood.
Right. Well, this was in like May 2020, right?
All
So
right.
everyone was still kind of
Yeah.
like freaking out, right? Didn't know what was going to happen, what to do. Everyone was trying to get out of the city. And he just happened to be outside and had a nice house. How much?
Wow. Wow.
Being that close to New York has a lot to do with it. in these areas.
Definitely does.
Yeah,
So
true.
Weston has a $1.26 million average sales price for their homes. And then bumping up to just under the $2 million mark, we've got Darien coming in at $1,925,000. All right. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Connecticut towns over $1 million. We've still got more to go. Because now we break into the $2 million barrier. Or maybe this was what they were, with the variable. It had to be, no, they wouldn't just stop at $1 million. It has to be like $1 million plus.
Right.
But coming in just over the $2 million barrier, Westport, Connecticut, $2,040,000 average sales price for a piece of
figured
real
that.
estate there. That is
Okay.
bananas.
Mhm.
But we're still not done. Because now we've got New Canaan at $2,050,000. And we still got one that blows everyone out of the water. It's the state. If you asked 1,000 people in Connecticut what the most expensive town to live in, I think you would get 990 of them to say this town. Greenwich, Connecticut,
Yep.
with
Thought
a
so.
average sales price of $2,162,500.
Wow. That's on average.
That's on average. So yeah, that means that there's some properties going for much higher than that. So that is your list, and we counted it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 $1 million cities in Connecticut, not 6, because we actually used a term that was definable, not median, well, they defined it as typical. We looked at median. Okay,
See?
that was 50-50.
You broke it down for
Yeah,
you.
let's look at average.
Did we say
Statistics.
Wilton on that?
We did not.
No.
Yeah, Wilton right here, 1.1.
Well, so
So
they're
add it on,
all right,
yeah.
so at
That's
9,
number 9.
Yeah,
1.1 million.
up 3.8%.
Up 3.8%. So now we
Wow.
have $9 million cities here in Connecticut. We've got Wilton, Connecticut, Washington, Connecticut, Roxbury, Connecticut, Westport, Connecticut, New Canaan, Connecticut, Ridgefield, Connecticut, Weston, Connecticut, Darien, Connecticut, and Greenwich, Connecticut, all breaking the $1 million barrier for home prices.